watching Movie Heads on a Socialite's Life, the only movie review show with a weird pink background.
Isn't it nice though?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's kind of like a circus tent.
It is. We're inside of a circus tent. You may actually hear some parrots, and I'm not kidding. They can talk.
Yeah, but they're...
Today on the show, we're going to review the movie Disturbia with Shia Labeouf. What do you think, Sarah?
You know, I was pleasantly surprised. I really was. From the trailers, it kind of looks like they're trying to do an updated version of like Rear Window, but with lots of technology and hot kids.
But, I have no idea what you're talking about.
There were enough sort of frights in it that kept you going, but it wasn't like gross and over the top, and like younger kids could watch it, like PG-13.
Yeah, it's weird because it kind of seems like a teeny bopper movie, but it really, I think, appeals to all ages, just of how the story is told. There's not a lot of twists and turns. It doesn't try to confuse you. It's just really like straightforward story all the way through. The filmmaking and directing is spot on. Like it doesn't try to be something that it's not. It really just goes in, tells you the story, and tells it well.
Which is an interesting point because it was directed by DJ Caruso, who up to this point had only directed television.
So moving on, let's talk about the actors in this movie. Shia Labeouf is now the new hot young actor guy. He's been tapped to be in Indiana Jones 4. Steven Spielberg just confirmed that, so that's pretty cool.
I was impressed by his acting, I have to say. Yeah. Like, usually when you see these teeny bopper type movies, the acting is so sort of subpar.
Right.
But he was good. Like, he was believable.
The quality of his acting was very good. The girl, too, was actually good in it.
And her name is Sarah Romer. She's
kind of a newcomer, but definitely this is a great part for her to start a career off.
Very cute girl. They didn't go too crazy, like making her too sexy or anything.
Right.
Very girl next door, very healthy kind of,
crush her. Well, she was always swimming.
There were quite a few gratuitous butt shots. Also in the film, the adults we should mention, Carrie-Anne Moss. That was a surprise. Didn't know she was
from The Matrix and other films.
Really? And other films.
She has also done other work.
She was in Memento.
Oh, she was great in Memento.
I love a lot of stuff, actually.
I actually do love her a lot. She always plays her roles with a very
quiet dignity.
Yeah, exactly. She's like fierce and intense, but on the inside.
Smoldering eyes.
Smoldering on the inside.
Smoldering mother's eyes.
Yes.
She played his mom, and she was good. And
because that was probably the only role that kind of bugged me a little bit. Like, it didn't feel like she had a lot to work off of or go off of.
Anything. So
she really didn't have it, but she still played it really well. That's always like when an actor can pull that off, when they have nothing on the page for them, but they can just make it their own character.
It was like, ring, ring, hey Carrie-Anne Moss, do you want to play a mom? Sure, what's the part? Click!
How much money?
The end.
Yeah.
But she did it. It was good,
well.
Another actor I'd love to mention is David Morse.
Right.
Always been one of my favorites. A lot of the interesting thing about this is probably a lot of the younger kids who go to see this film won't know who he is. No. He's been around forever, started back with Sun Elsewhere. He's been a lot of Stephen King adaptations to movies like The Green Mile. He was in The Langoliers. He was in Hearts in Atlantis. And so now it's interesting that he's kind of doing a lot of these creepy roles because he's always done the good guy role.
Yeah.
Because he's got kind of a baby face and just nice looking guy. I got a crush.
Yeah, obviously.
He's in my bedroom right now.
He scared the crap out of me in this movie, though.
Did he? See, I have to say, because of who he is, I didn't find him that scary, but he was still good.
At Movie Heads, we rate our movies in heads, and we combine heads as the total rating.
Hence the title.
Yeah, I actually give it it's just a good, fun, watchable movie. Popcorn movie. I never looked at my watch. I actually don't own a watch, so that's why. But if I did have a watch, I would look at it. Yeah. I give it 4.5.
Excellent.
Yeah, right here.
Good job. I'm gonna give it. Little weenie heads are so cute.
Don't touch my heads, bitch. Are you gonna rate it?
Yeah, I'm gonna rate it, and for what it is, I'm actually gonna give it 4 out of 5 heads. Again, same reason. It might not be Citizen Kane of its time, but it was fun. It was well written. It moved. It had good acting, and 4 out of 5 heads.
All right then, so that's an 8.5 for you. It's definitely worth seeing. 8.5. Thanks for watching Movie Heads. I'm gonna go get my drink.
So thirsty.
For vodka.
PG.